Morning, Sam. Let's start by talking about Monday's game against Lincoln. I believe there's something you want to say regarding your celebration in that game.
Yeah, I think there's been a bit of a reaction to the celebration. It's been blown out of context massively. It's nothing to do with biting back at the fans or anything like that. I've seen, and Amy's had mentioned a few things that have been said about it. But yeah, it's nothing to do with that. It was just a bit of passion at the stage of the game, really, just to sort of say we're back in this. And I like to play on the front foot with a bit of aggression, and when we score a goal and we're back in the game, it's sort of like come on sort of thing. And yeah, then the head thing was a bit more of like a sort of to myself about how I've dealt with sort of the criticism the last few months. For some reason I've been a bit of a scapegoat the last few months. Even the lads have mentioned it and mentioned tweets about me and things like this. I don't have Twitter myself because it's just a bit of a toxic place all around. But yeah, the lads mentioned it, my family see things, and I can't hide away from the criticism you get sometimes. So I think a bit of it was that, a bit of passion come out from the last few months and what I've dealt with. And I think credit to myself in a way. I think since the Charlton game, a mistake and things like that, and I think I've come back and got my form back a little bit, especially the last 3 or 4 games, and I hope the fans can see that, and I hope I know myself I've got it back a bit. The gaffer can see that, so I think I showed a bit of mental character with that. So I think the celebration was a build up of the last few months, and the stage of the game. I'm not immune to criticism. I deserve a bit. Like I say, the Charlton game I mentioned, and a few games have been unacceptable. So the fans have got a complete right to have a go at me at times, and I've got to be big enough as captain to deal with that. So I just wanted to mention that and clear the air a little bit. But yeah, it was blown out of context. It's nothing to do with the fans not biting back and anything like that. It's just a bit of passion and sort of to show my mental strength that I've shown the last few weeks, really.
Let's touch on that game in a bit more detail. How did you find that?
It was a weird one because I think we started quite slow. I'm not sure if you lads were tired or what, or energy levels seemed a bit off. The front footness that we showed against Peterborough seemed a bit off. So I was trying to motivate people on the pitch. I was trying to get people going. It was just, I don't know, it was a bit of a slow first half, and luckily they weren't at the races themselves first half. It was a bit of a poor quality. We couldn't really string more than 4 or 5 passes together going forward. So yeah, a bit of a strange game. And I think if we were at it like we were against Peterborough, I think it could have been a different story, really.
Speaking to Barks after the game, start of that second half, we were right on top of it, but the ball just wouldn't go in, would it?
Yeah, no, I had a little half chance in the box, and I couldn't sort my feet out properly. I think Luke Armstrong had a chance, but we started the half really well. I think the half-time team sort of worked from the gaffer. And like you said, we started really well. I thought there's only going to be one team that gets back in this. But yeah, then they scored the second and sort of knocked us a little bit, I suppose. But I think we still huffed and puffed, and I think the gaffer mentioned that at the end of the game, and I think the fans seen that. We tried hard, no one's giving up or anything like that. But yeah, that second goal killed us, and we couldn't after my goal. We couldn't quite get enough to get the equaliser.
Like you said, you were on the score sheet again. You've been finding yourself in a lot of dangerous areas lately, haven't you, in the opposition's box? Yeah,
I suppose so. Not as much as Mel's, but I think it's part of the game that I need to improve. Definitely, I need to centre half. If you play every game like I have done, you need to be looking at 5-6 goals, I'd say, a season. I think I've got 2 goals, 4 assists, something like that. So yeah, it's important as a centre half to chip in with the goals, and yeah, hopefully I can keep doing that for the last 4 or 5 games.
As a leader in the group, how are you finding it at the moment? Not only keeping yourself motivated, but all the lads motivated as well.
Yeah, it's been a tough season. I think that's another idea the fans have got about me, that I don't lead and things like that, and I'm not committed, and stuff about my wage and things like that. All these things are just rubbish that I see online. The leadership stuff, I can walk away from the season knowing that I've done everything I can off the pitch to help the lads and to lead the lads. I can happily say that whatever happens in the next 5 games, I've done enough for myself to prepare for every single game. I've done enough to get the lads going individually and as a team. So yeah, on that front, I'd like to say I've done everything I can to lead. And at this stage of the season, it's just about getting lads motivated. Like you say, it's tough for everyone, but everyone's got something to play for. If it's for next year here, next year somewhere else, just the personal pride as well. Like, you need to be front foot. You need to stay confident and sort of get the best out of yourself. Really, just to get the best for yourself. So yeah, I'll still continue to try and lift them every day. It's tough when you see lads walking in with their heads down and things like that. And in training, they're not training great because they're obviously a bit down about things, understandably. But yeah, it's my job to try and lift them and myself sometimes, I suppose. But yeah, I keep doing that for the next 5 games. I'll do my best. I can definitely say that.
Obviously, being a leader in the group as well, quite a vocal character out of the lads here. I think that's another thing that can also back up the celebration on Monday not being anything that people are making it out to be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think, like you say, then I think everyone in the club, the players, the staff, everyone that comes into the club knows what I am as a person, and then I think maybe the fans, because I'm quite new, and maybe they probably don't realise what sort of lad or what sort of character I am. So it happens in football. I've got to be big enough to deal with things sometimes. But yeah, like you say, the celebration was nothing to do with that. It was just a bit of passion and a bit of character, really.
We had Northampton on Saturday. How are you feeling ahead of that game?
Yeah, feeling good. Gaffer's given us 2 days off, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, which is good, just to reset, go away and rest your legs and things like that. So yeah, feel good for it. Obviously they've probably overachieved, if I could say that, this season. They've done well, but when we played them at home, we competed and probably should have won the game. I think we were 2-1 up with a few minutes left, and they scored a late equaliser, which has happened too many times this season. We've been a bit naive at times in games, so yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's definitely winnable. I think every game in this league is winnable. Peterborough 3rd in the league, and we beat them 3-1. So yeah, lads are going to stay positive for it. Long journey down, but we'll look forward to it. Yeah.
Just going back to that Peterborough game just proves that anything's possible, doesn't it? Obviously, we know we're bottom of the pile at the minute, but you know we can still go out there and put on a performance.
I think so, yeah. And I think when you get 8 or 9 lads minimum in our team playing at the best and playing front-footed, like I always say to them for a game, that's a big point. What we always say. I think when we are front-footed, we can beat anyone. Like Bolton away, teams like that. Peterborough at home that time. Charlton at home. Yeah, there's been games where the team opposition is at the top of the league and we're beating like Peterborough. So yeah, it must give us confidence. But I think like going back to leadership things, you need to get this confidence out of some of the lads, because I think some of them lack it sometimes and lack a bit of belief, a bit of naivety maybe. But yeah, it's good. It shows it's good signs and good signs going forward as well. What
kind of game are you expecting down there?
Tough one, physical, and they'll be up for it. The home fans. They've got a bit of mix of style of play really. They go long and play it as well. But yeah, they'll be. I think most of the team, if I'm right, is from last year League Two's team. So they're just hard workers, a lot of them, and it just shows what you can get with a really hard working team and everyone believing really.
Unsure on the numbers at the moment. I'll probably find out later today, but I'd imagine we'll be backed by another strong backing of United fans once again.
Yeah, the fans this season have been unbelievable. Well, the majority of fans. Yeah, like I can go back to my point before. They've all been great to me. I deserve some stick at sometimes. Like honestly, I know when I've been poor and I know I deserve criticism. I can take it. I think some of it's gone a bit too far, but in terms of fans and the numbers, they've been brilliant. That Bolton away, Wigan away, the numbers they followed them was fantastic. And even the London games, you see like Leyton Orient, you turn around and see the away end, and it's brilliant. So yeah, looking forward to playing in front of them again. Hopefully we can give them something to smile about again. Because Peterborough's a long trip. It's probably fans are probably thinking, oh, here we go again, sort of thing. But we gave them obviously a good day out there. So hopefully, I think this time of season and this time of year is all about that. We know where we are. It's just about being as positive as possible and giving as many positive things as possible. So hopefully we can do that on Saturday.
Thanks for your time.
Cheers, James. Thank you, mate.